We are discussing today motion in a straight line. In this one, motion in a straight line means majorly we are discussing about the motion of the particle along the x direction and along the y direction. Means straight line. Straight line we have to no need to discuss about the only horizontal line. We can discuss along the vertical direction or horizontal direction. In this one, when object is moving along the horizontal direction or vertical direction, we can discuss at that moment what is the path, distance, speed, time, what is the average speed, average velocity and average acceleration. These all we have to discuss in this chapter. First one, what is the path? Path means, for example, for your understanding easily, a drunken man, if you take a drunken man, how he can walk? He can walk in zigzag order. He can walk in zigzag order. For example, his one step is here and another step is somewhere else and third step, its steps are in zigzag order like this. For example, he is walking like this. He is walking like this in like a zigzag order, isn't it? Each step we are taking as a one successive position. Each step we are taking as a one successive position, and line joining of all the successive position of the particle is called path. Line joining of successive position of the particle is called path. So I am writing it is line joining the successive position of particle. Line joining the successive position of the particle is called path. Okay. Next one, we are discussing about distance. What is distance? Length of the path covered by the particle is called distance. See here, I told here, a drunken man walking from point A to point B. A drunken man, otherwise a person or a particle moving along this direction and reach final destination is the B. So, length of the path covered by the particle is called distance. Length of the path covered by the covered by the particle. Length of the path covered by the particle is called distance. So, this is total, it is nothing but a distance. This is total, is nothing but a distance. Now, this distance is how we can measure the distance? How we can measure the distance? We can measure the distance in meters, kilometers, centimeters. If you use the scale, we can you can measure the distance between the 2 points, that is in the centimeters, because most of the students are using 15 centimeter scale. So that is nothing but a distance when you measure, that is a centimeter. So you can measure the distance in centimeters, meters, kilometers. Now that is centimeter is the CGS unit. Centimeter is the CGS system and meter is the SI system. Meter is the SI system. Now in this definition, I want to discuss about is it vector quantity or scalar quantity also. See here, length of the path covered by the particle, I said, but I did not mention the point from point A to point B, because when I mention point A to point B, that is the direction. So I am here, according to the definition, I am discussing about the distance. I am discussing about this magnitude only. So we are taking it is nothing but it is having distance having only magnitude but not direction. So that's why distance is nothing but a scalar quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity. And next one, I am discussing about displacement. Displacement. What is the displacement? See, in this diagram I am writing here, just I draw the diagram for your understanding here only. Like this I draw. This is point A and this is point B, isn't it? A shortest distance between the A shortest distance from initial point to final point is called displacement. A shortest displacement, otherwise a shortest distance from initial point to final point is called displacement. This is initial point and this is final point, because a person is walking from point A to point B like this. The path it is like this. So a person is walking from point A to point B. Now a shortest distance from initial point to final point. Just we have to draw the one straight line from initial point to final point like this. So this straight line indicates is nothing but a displacement. This curved path, what I drawn, that is nothing but a distance. A shortest distance from initial point to final point is called displacement. A shortest distance from initial point to final point is called displacement. In this definition, I given the direction from initial point to final point. So from initial point to final point, I given the direction means, so this value displacement having it is magnitude and direction. So displacement is the vector quantity. We can measure the displacement in meters and centimeters. Meters is nothing but a SI system. Centimeters is the CGS system. Okay. Now we are discussing speed. What is speed? Speed is equal to, we can write, distance per unit time interval is called speed. Distance per unit time interval is called speed. And distance unit is meters, time unit is second, meter per second is the SI system, and distance unit in CGS system is centimeter, time unit is second. So this is CGS system. It is a, see here, distance is a scalar quantity, time also it is a scalar quantity, because time does not having the any direction, it's having only magnitude. So scalar divided by scalar, that resultant also scalar. So speed is nothing, speed we can write as a scalar. Next one I am discussing about average speed. Average speed is equal to this total distance covered by the particle. Total distance covered by the particle divided by total time taken by the particle. Total time taken by the particle, that is called average speed. Total distance covered by the particle divided by total time taken by the particle is called average speed. In this one, total distance means for your for example, you want to travel from Chennai to Jolarpet. From Chennai to Jolarpet it is 400 kilometers by the car. So when you are traveling from Chennai to Jolarpet 400 kilometers, you can reach it is the destination, it is in 4 hours. You reach it is the destination, it is in the 4 hours. Now average speed is equal to, what is your average speed? Means total distance from Chennai to Jolarpet, total distance is the 400 kilometers divided by, and total time taken to reach this Jolarpet, it is the 4 hours. So 4 hours, that is 100 kilometers per hour. Per hour your vehicle traveled 100 kilometers. Per hour your vehicle traveled 100 kilometers. So average speed is equal to total distance covered by the particle divided by total time taken by the particle, isn't it? For next one, uniform speed. Uniform speed is equal distances covered covered in an equal interval of time, equal interval of time, equal interval of time, however may be short interval of time is called uniform speed. Uniform speed is nothing but a equal distances covered in an equal interval of time, however may be short interval of time is called uniform speed. For example, I am taking one journey period A to B, then B to C, C to D. See here, A to B. A person is walking. Otherwise, he is going by the one vehicle. He is going by one vehicle like this, isn't it? A person travel A to B distance is nothing but a 5 kilometers. A to B distance is the 5 kilometers. He traveled in 1 second. 5 kilometers, otherwise 5 seconds. 5 kilometers traveled in 5 seconds. B to C also distance is 5 kilometers. He traveled B to C distance is in 5 seconds. C to D distance also 5 kilometers. He traveled in 5 seconds. See here, a person is going by the car from A to B. The distance is 5 kilometers. This 5 kilometers covered in 5 seconds. B to C also 5 kilometers. C to D also 5 kilometers. These 5 kilometers also covered by the car in 5 seconds only. Means equal distances. A to B 5 kilometers, B to C 5 kilometers, C to D 5 kilometers. These are equal distances. These equal distances covered in an equal interval of time. See here, these 5 kilometers covered in 5 seconds. These 5 kilometers covered in 5 seconds. These 5 kilometers also covered in 5 seconds. According to the definitions here, equal distances. See here, equal distances covered in an equal interval of time. See here, equal interval of the time, however may be short interval of the time is called uniform speed. Why I have written, okay, up to here it is fine, but why I have written short interval of the time means we have to uniform. Whenever you mention about the uniform, we have to consider fraction of the seconds also. That's why only I have written I added this sentence, however may be short interval of the time. So this is called uniform speed. What is uniform speed? Equal distances covered in an equal interval of the time is called uniform speed. Next one, non-uniform speed. I am taking non-uniform speed. Non-uniform speed. Non-uniform speed, again, equal distances covered in an unequal interval of time. Unequal interval of time, or unequal distances. Unequal distances covered in an equal interval of time. See here, according to the definition, just I am writing again same points: A, B, AB and C, D distance. A person it is going by the car or vehicle, isn't it? Now A to B distance is 5 kilometers, B to C distance is 5 kilometers, C to D distance is 5 kilometers. AB distance, BC distance, CD distance is the 5 kilometers. Here equal distances covered in an unequal interval of the time. See here, A to B distance covered in 5 seconds. A to B distance covered by the car, it is the 5 seconds. B to C distance covered in the car, it is 6 seconds. That is 6 seconds. Now C to D distance covered 8 seconds or 4 seconds only, for example. That is covered 4 seconds. Here 5 seconds covered in 5 kilometers covered in 5 seconds, 5 kilometers covered in 6 seconds, 5 kilometers covered in 4 seconds. Here these are the equal distances. 5 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 5 kilometers, equal distances. 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 4 seconds is unequal interval of the time. Unequal interval of the time. See here, equal distances covered in an unequal interval of the time is called non-uniform speed. Otherwise, one more definition: unequal distances covered in an equal interval of the time means, how they can take in that one means, see here, A to B distance, A to B, B to C, and C to D. Now, one object, one car, A to B distance is 5 kilometers, A to B distance is 5 kilometers, B to C distance is 7 kilometers, and C to D distance is 8 kilometers. 8 kilometers. See here, A to B distance 5 kilometers, B to C distance is 7 kilometers, C to D distance is 8 kilometers. And A to B 5 kilometers covered in 5 seconds, B to C 7 kilometers is covered in 5 seconds, C to D distance 8 kilometers covered in 5 seconds. Unequal distances covered in an equal interval of the time is called non-uniform speed. Any definitions? Equal distances covered in an unequal interval of the time is the example for this one. Unequal distances covered in an equal interval of the time is the example for this one. So this is called non-uniform speed. That is called non-uniform speed. And next one we have, it is the definition: instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed. What is instantaneous speed means? Speed of the particle at any instant. Speed of the particle at any instant is called instantaneous speed. How you can measure the instantaneous speed means by using of the speedometer. Where you can observe the speedometers means in your motor vehicle. It is you can observe in the bike and car also. So how it is means kilometer per hour. When it is round, it is there. In that one you can measure, it is one pointer. When you are giving the accelerator by bike, when you are going by bike, when you give the more accelerator, and otherwise if you are going very fast, the speedometer pointer will be increases gradually. In that one kilometer per hour it is there. When you see that one, you can observe that is mention the speed of your vehicle. So speed of your vehicle can be measured by using of the speedometer, and by using of the speedometer you can measure instantaneous speed also. What is instantaneous speed? Again, speed of the particle at any instant is called instantaneous speed. Speed of the particle at any instant is called instantaneous speed. And what is the formula for this one means? See here, instantaneous speed, I am writing here, instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed means speed of the particle. Speed of the particle. Speed of the particle at any instant. Speed of the particle at any instant is called instantaneous speed. And you can write this equation. It is limit delta x divided by delta t. When delta t limits delta t tends to 0. See here, delta x is nothing but a small distance, and in small interval of the time, that delta t gives to 0. So limit delta x divided by delta t, when limit is nearly equal to 0, that equal we can write as a dx by dt. That you can write as a speed. So instantaneous speed formula, this is instantaneous speed is equal to limit delta t tends to 0, delta x by delta t is equal to dx by dt is equal to speed. The speed is equal to, how you can write, a rate of change of distance. Actually I given the definition, it is speed is equal to distance by time. Speed is equal to distance per unit time interval. But If you come to here, instantaneous speed, we got it is dx by dt is equal to v. So a body traveling between the two positions travels with a first half of distance with a speed v1 and remaining with a speed is v2. Now I am taking here two positions. According to this one, two positions they given. So two position means first position it is A and final position it is B. We are writing. See here. Exactly. See here in this one they given first half of the distance, means this total distance they divide into the two equal parts. So this point OA is equal to distance OA is equal to OB, because in the question only they given it is equal parts. So AO is equal to OB. Now an object is moving like this, like a car. Again we are using the car, isn't it? See here, the first a car it is moving with a speed it is v1 A to O, and a car is moving with a speed with a speed is v1 from A to O, isn't it? And the time interval taken from A to O is the t1. From A to O is nothing but a t1, and A to B it is time taken is nothing but a time t2. Now from O to B speed it is nothing but a v2. They given it is remaining of distance is with a speed v2. Remaining of distance with a speed is v2. Now equal distances means I am writing O to A distance is nothing but a s. O to B distance is nothing but a s. Both are nothing but a equal distances. I am writing what is the average speed we have to calculate. What is the average speed? Average speed is equal to total distance by total distance by total time. Total distance by total time. Here total distance is nothing but a total distance means from A to B, means A to O distance is s, O to B distance is the s. Total distance is s plus s. From here to here total distance is s plus s, total distance. And total time is the A to O time interval is t1, O to B time interval is t2. So total time is t1 plus t2. Average speed is equal to s plus s divided by t1 plus t2. This equation you can write as a 2s divided by t1 plus t2. Equation 1. That is equation number 1. Now we know it is time is equal to distance by speed. Time is equal to distance by speed. See, from A to O distance for AO time interval is t1. A to O distance time interval is t1 and distance is s. Speed is equal to A to O distance covered with a speed is v1. So with a speed is v1. Next one, O to B distance. I am taking O to B, OB it is nothing but a time interval. O to B is nothing but a time interval is t2 and distance is s. O to B covered with a speed is v2. That is with a speed is v2. This equation 2. Substitute equation 2 in equation 1. So equation 2 in equation 1. Substitute equations 2 in equation 1. So average speed is equal to 2s divided by t1. What is the t1 is equal to s by v1 and t2 is equal to s by v2. That is s by v2. Now in this one I can take the common is s. If I take the common s, here 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2. S get cancelled. Average speed is equal to 2 divided by, what is the LCM here? V1, V2 is the LCM. So LCM is V1, V2 I am writing. V2 comes to here and V1 you have to write here. V2 plus V1. This V1, V2 is nothing but a denominator. So it goes to numerator. V1, V2 goes to numerator. So average speed is equal to, finally you can write 2v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2. Average speed is equal to 2v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2. See here, this is nothing but a, when equal distances covered with different speed, at that moment average speed is equal to 2v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2. And next situation, a body traveling between the 2 points or 2 position travels with a speed v1 for time interval is t1, and then the speed is v2 for time interval is t2. Same here, I am writing here, just I draw the diagram A to B, and between just it is, he didn't, in this problem he didn't mention equal distances. So A to O distance I am writing as a S1, O to B distance is S2, O to B is S2 distance, and S1 distance covered in a time interval is t1. S1 distance covered in a time interval is t1 with a speed is, they given with a speed v1. So with a speed is v1. And next one, O to B distance covered, S2 distance covered in a time interval is t2 with a speed v2. With a speed is v2. So at that moment average velocity or average speed is equal to, what is the formula? Total distance by total time. So here total distance means A to O distance is S1, O to B distance is S2. So total distance is S1 plus S2, and total time is from A to O time interval is T1, O to B time interval is T2. So total time interval is T1 plus T2. Total time interval is T1 plus T2. Now here S1 is equal to, you know what formula? Distance is equal to speed into time. Distance is equal to speed into time. Distance is equal to speed into time. This is average speed, equation 1. Now distance, for S1 distance is S1. What is this S1 distance covered with a speed V1 in a time interval is T1. Next one, O to B distance is S2. It is covered with a speed is V2 in a time interval is T2. So V2 T2. This is equation number 2. Substitute equation 2 in equation 1. Substitute equation 2 in equation 1. At that moment we can write here average speed is equal to V1 T1 plus V2 T2 divided by T1 plus T2. Average speed is equal to V1 T1 plus V2 T2 divided by T1 plus T2. When we can use this formula means unequal distances covered with a different speed. At that moment average speed is equal to V1 T1 plus V2 T2 divided by T1 plus T2. And next one, we have to write a body covers unequal distances in an equal time interval. Body covers unequal distances in an equal time interval. See here, this is unequal distances with unequal interval of the time. S1 and S2 is nothing but a unequal distances. T1, T2 is nothing but a unequal time interval. So I am writing this equation initially. Average speed is equal to V1 T1 plus V2 T2 divided by T1 plus T2. This is about, it is nothing but a unequal distances with a different speed in different interval of the time. But in our problem, in the case 3, that is equal interval of the time. Equal interval of the time means we have to write simple T1 is equal to T2 is equal to T. Equal interval of the time. Otherwise you can write T1 is equal to T2. So at that moment equal interval of the time. Substitute in this equation, average speed is equal to V1 T1 I am writing as a T1 plus V2, and T2 is equal to, this is T2. T2 is equal to, I am writing T1 divided by T1 plus T2 is equal to T1. T1 if you take the common, see here first I am writing B, T1 I am taking common in this one. T1 if I take the common, V1 plus V2 divided by T1 plus T1, that is 2 T1 get cancelled. Average speed is equal to V1 plus V2 divided by 2. V1 plus V2 divided by 2. This equation, it is nothing but a unequal distances with different speed in equal time interval. At that moment average speed is equal to V1 plus V2 by 2. This equation, it is nothing but a, unequal distances with unequal, otherwise with different speed in an unequal interval of the time. Average speed is equal to V1 T1 plus V2 T2 divided by T1 plus T2. And this equation is nothing but a equal distances covered with different speed. At that moment average speed is equal to 2 V1 V2 divided by V1 plus V2.